Hello everyone! Hello, we're back. We have unrest in Ishgard. Sir Aymeric has head over to the Holy See to confront the Archbishop. Our men make ready to help him should it be required. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. Yay, pants. Look at that. Alright, Alpha, now, what do we got? Heal weather friends. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortoms and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the room. It was these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assistance at Aymeric's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Miro reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn duty to the servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well, we shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. How very wise. Miro, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. Alright. What's this quest? Honoring the past. Hang on a sec. I don't know what that one's for. Give me an ether current, apparently. Okay, I'll pick it up, but... We recently held a ceremony to honor the passing of Sir Clobane, the third spouse of House Hyonart. But I was surprised to see none of the Rose Knights from Count Cloudtop in existence. Not that they should abandon the camp, mind you, but at the very least I expect that Ronchemont, or perhaps Lady Laniat, be in attendance. I'm sure she has her reasons for not attending, but Ronchemont is a dear friend of mine, and I know how he cared for Sir Clobane. I don't know how to pronounce that one. They worked quite closely together for many years, down to the very end. Which is why I want you to present this to him. The battle standard raised during the ceremony. I am certain he would have attended if he could, and at the very least, I think he would appreciate a memento from the ceremony. Yeah. I think that's a Ether Current quest for Camp Cloudtop, so I picked that up just so or not Camp Cloudtop, but Sea of Clouds. So I picked that up just so we'd have it. Okay, so we are heading down over to the Forgotten Knight, which is over here. And Tataru should be right there. Yep. Nero, Alphino, gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Tataru, how did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gabriel and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully, but what about you two? What came of your journey? You're not serious? What was Sir Aymeric thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you were looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker, if I've ever heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us make inquiries below. Alright, we're headed below, into the berm. Berm Elder. Yeah, what's that? Speak up, I can't hear as well as I used to. Okay. Kids are throwing snow. I don't know a goddamn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Okay. They're throwing snow at me now. Alright. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Okay, that didn't help at all. Well, a single shred of information, just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the master's complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. Hey, some new armor. The spice of life. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go and see if Gibrion knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. I did jump down, but best way back up there would just be to go to the Forgotten Knight. It should be over here. Or I guess I could have just used the Aetherite and teleported up to the above, but then you guys don't get to see the layout of the city. And that's less fun. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Miro. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by the Highborn and Loreborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go get them for me. Agreed? In the Crozier. Vector, how long has Starmie been your favorite Pokemon? So you're Gibrion's errand girl? Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always? Right, right. Anyway, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. My question is, why couldn't the man just bring them over to him himself? But whatever. What do I know? Well, you gonna hand them over or not? The nameless flora has a pleasant enough scent to suggest it is most likely not poisonous. Aye, that's how to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are few things that stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Oh, we get a new chest piece. Hang on, guys. Everyone likes new armor. Look at that. That's a spiffy looking suit of armor. I like that one. Noble indiscretions. Now that I think on it, there's a woman who's rather fond of this blend. Here, Iretha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another. I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't try to get this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Deliver the twice mulled wine to Hieretha. Not sure why we gotta do this, but I'm sure it's building to something. It's been a long time since I've done this, so bear with me. There she is. Hello. Yes, I'm Aretha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, miss? The wine is cooled after its first mulling and allowed to sit for a fortnight before mulling a second time with a fresh muslin bag of spice for delivery to one Aretha. I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame she was taken in by that baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. It was not more than infatuation, what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal! I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a Heer made it so much, well, I needn't tell you, she was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets, like so much refuge. After she returned to the Burm, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. So, apparently, some human woman got knocked up by a Elysian baron, and that is a huge scandal. Apparently, the fact that they were different races is a big deal. So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the women and children who live it, though. A child apart. Gibeon's face is a mask, but beneath it you sense something old and bitter. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geraldo, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the Burm. A man of many vows, but none of which prohibit spirituous beverages. Aye, if there was ever a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. And we need it directly below us, apparently. Geraldo. Hallone's blessings upon you, miss. A gift? For me? The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet, somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. Ah, that little girl, bless her heart. She couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over. But those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. What's he getting at, mate? Report to Gabriel. Alright, so we can run up there and back around, or we can teleport over to the Temple Knight. Which one do you think's faster? We're gonna find out. I suspect this one's faster simply because we are already upstairs and the door is right here. We just gotta jump down. Oh, we're here. She was a remarkable woman, Miro. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future. For her daughter's future. Bloodlines. Gabriel has the look of a man weighing his words with the greatest of care. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us. And divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Miro. We can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around. If you know where to look, or did you fancy someone specific? I'm looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. I'm looking for raven black eyes. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you though. Won't, rather. It's a bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd tell you just because you asked nicely? I mean, I'd hoped. Alphino, why? You guys make me jump down here, and then you're gonna make me go all the way back up there to talk to Alphino? God damn it. So weird. Have you made any progress, Miro? So our mongrel was born of an Elysian nobleman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it's far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, perhaps we need only remain vigilant. Fire and blood. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Maybe we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly. Miro, I have a premonition this is not going to end well. Hey, Chocobo! Queen Braun is a good villain? Yeah, turn Chocobo for a boss fight. I'll join you. You like Queen Braun? Alright, where is Tataru? Down here somewhere. You cast your gaze over the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Can't wait to finally battle her to the death. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either. Where are you in the game? Oh, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Wait, down there, isn't that Tatara? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, Meryl, after them.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
We found our woman. All right. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knights. The Knights. Forgotten Knights, eh? Beggarly fellow and filthy fellow. Sorry. Let's just teleport up there. Hey, you guys are playing the legendary beast, Makili Pietcher, and you lost. It happens. Okay, guys, check this out. We have a actual battle thing that's gonna happen here. Here goes. Animos? To the death.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard'll have him executed for heresy.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Aymeric to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Aymeric is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hells?
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir would be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Such simple creatures, rats, certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
So this is another of the Knights 12. My, such fairy patience, my queen. We've only just begun. I should kill this one first. Oops.
Right there!
Defensor Sherbert! Kill the rebels! Oh, you're taking 0 damage.
You disgust me.
Oh, you get to die. Orchafon's here now. Stop this, all of you! This is madness. Why are you fighting? How fitting. The noble bastard and the mongrel bitch. This mongrel bitch is gonna put a bullet between your eyes. Hey, can you get out of the fire, dude? Oh, okay, that's fine, I suppose.
Guide my sword.
Alright, I guess we're standing in the fire. Nothing to be done about it. You. Can you not do that, dude?
Filthy rats!
I didn't realize my Huton fell off. I was not paying attention. Oh look, I finally disappeared. Fuck you, Lucia, man. So funny story here. I'll tell you after.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough! Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavens Ward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavens Ward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavens Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Aymeric answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Okay, before we turn that in, so when we last did this, Silly was with us, and Alphino summoned his carbuncle, and at the same time he said, Thaliak, protect us. And if you guys don't know, Thaliak is one of the 12 gods that oversee Eorzea, or at least so believed. Anyway, Silly thought for the longest time that Alphino's carbuncle was named Thaliak after that. And when we found out, it was actually pretty hilarious. Anyway, let's take a break, guys. We'll come back and we will explore some more of what's going on in Ishgard as the city seems to be breaking down here.